Welcome to Norway, the land of the midnight sun, the fjords and the mountains. In this program, we shall look up the sources of early Norwegian history. But first, we have to take a glimpse at the dull facts. Measured in square miles, Norway is the fifth largest country of Europe. It has the longest coast in the world, including thousands of islands and fjords. Among them, the world's second longest fjord, the Sognefjorden. The country is more than 1,100 miles long, but hardly a mile wide, on the narrowest. Hammerfest is the world's northernmost town with more than 5,000 inhabitants. Norway has the world's northernmost Christian church, the world's northernmost university, cable TV system, and the ATM. And this landscape was covered in several feet of ice and snow.
It's miles actually.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, but it says in the script that this landscape was covered in several miles of ice and snow. It's a fact, actually.
Bullshit! That can't be right.
But it is. Several feet of ice and snow, that's what it's like today.
Well, never mind. Who cares anyway? Let's go on.
Okay.
But some 10,000 years ago, the ice started melting and a relentless landscape was uncovered. Soon the land was populated with immigrants from the south. Unfortunately, we don't know very much of the history of these first Norwegians. As a matter of fact, we don't know anything at all. Oh, blimey! Very few written records from this early era still exist, and the few that does were written several hundred years later. But that was until a few years ago. 3 years ago, the Henriksen family of Hagenvik, Mandal, were doing some landscaping work in the garden. Using an excavator, they lifted a flat stone that had been lying there for ages. And there it was, one of the earliest Norwegian written texts ever. This is the Hagenvik rune stone. Until the introduction of Christianity, Norwegians had used their own alphabet, the runes. The interpretation of the inscription is still discussed among experts, but it's thought that some of the characters are magical. Regardless of the magic, the experts are convinced that it's a tombstone or a memorial. The person they wanted to honor was Kelba Thevar. Nobody knows today who this Kelba Thevar was. But we do know who carved the letters. It's written here on the bottom. His name was Nordegaste, also known as Erafar, the Wolverine. So, here we are, in the middle of Norway, looking for the Wolverine.
It's actually in the middle of nowhere, sir.
Oh, stop nitpicking. Go on.
So, it's believed that the magical rune carvings have made him immortal, and that he still is carving history for ages to come. Oh, blimey! When asked directly whether they believe that Wolverine is still alive, the Henriksen were in no doubt.
Yeah.
And here he is. Right over there is Nordegaste, the Wolverine. He has survived more than 1,600 years, and he's still carving rock. this is magnificent indeed. I will now try to sneak up to see what he's working on. Remember, nobody has spoken to this man for the last 50 generations or so. We have no idea how we will react to the sight of the modern man. Goodness gracious! What is this?